I'm back with another video. Most of the snow has disappeared, but it's still very frozen. So come see what we get up to today. Good morning everyone. So we have an Annie. Hey Anne, got a little Smurfy. It was a tad chilly last night, wasn't it? So I think it was like -5, 6. So everywhere it's nice and frozen. But I did grit last night. Making a noise with Sneaky Noodles as she's demanding her breakfast, aren't she? I will get at you in a minute. Patience, sweetie, patience. I hear the cats as well. There's little Floppy Doo. There's Twix. There's Hoitzer. And then there's Mini Smurfy. Little Mr. JB. So it's now breakfast time for everyone and we're starting off with the cats today. So there's little Twixie tucked into her cat food. I've also popped some sardines into the other bowl so they're nice and topped up on food. As your food bowl's empty this morning. That's never good when your food bowl's empty, is it, Twix? No. So they've got food and now she's happy. And now all the horses and ponies are happily tucking into their breakfast. Says Smurfy, little Prinsicle with his, hiding round the corner out of sight. And then we've got Floppy doing there, Sneaky Noodles with hers, Annie with hers, and then we have the big man and the little man with theirs. And the last breakfast stop of the morning is the sheepy, so they are happily tucking into their sheepy food. Now Hoitzy is happily in the round pen. Everyone was very demanding this morning, wanting their breakfast. As soon as they finish breakfast, it's like, right, time to go outside. But he's now happy in his round pen, tucking in some morning haylage with a very beautiful sunrise for a view. This is one of my favourite places because it's so nice. You have the horses at hay bar and then you have a nice background. So he's happily munching away. And then over here we have Annie. Annie does not know what to do with herself today, do you? She started off in the round pen, then I asked her, do you want to be in or out? But bear in mind Hoitzer will be coming in. So eventually she went out and now she stood at the gate. So I don't know what she wants to do. I will offer her to come back in here, but whether you can have hay, that's on Hoitzer's terms, as he's boss man, not you for a change. Just having a good itch there, aren't you? Do you want to stay outside or do you want to come in the round pen? After all this, do you want to go in there? Yeah, you want to go in? Right, you can't just push the gate because I've actually closed it. Just give me 1 second. Right, in you go. Annie does love the round pen, as this is her napping place, isn't it? You choose a very good napping spot, sweetie, because it's very pretty. Right, there you go. I will get you a hay ball so you can have some sort of hay. Okay? Keep you happy. And in the other turnout, we have the Sneaky Noodles. Hello, Noodles. How are you? She's happily tucking into haylage as well. Whilst popping her in the turnout, Hidda decided that he wanted to join her, so she's got Hidda for a buddy today. And then that just leaves the Smurfies free reigning. So this morning we have Smurfy free reigning, don't we? So there's Mini Smurf, JB, and Princess taking full advantage of Hidda and Annie both being in turnouts. And you're king of the hay hole today, aren't you? He's too busy eating to acknowledge me. Oi, Smurfy! 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 Sorry, did I get a bit close? He makes weird noises when people or horses get a bit too close. Okay, you've acknowledged me and back to the feed. Priorities, isn't it? Yes. So he's loving life this morning as there's no one to tell him to get out. So he's a very happy boy. What a nice surprise seeing all of the apple and carrots. Obviously the delivery driver just dropped them off there as he couldn't really reverse up there as it's quite icy. So again, a big thank you to everyone who donates apple and carrots for all the boys and girls. We have a nice big delivery which will keep them going for a little while. There we go, all the apples and carrots are now loaded into the back of Arthur and it's time to go put them in the feed room. But once again, massive thank you to everyone who's donated apple and carrots. All the boys and girls really appreciate them. And that's now all the carrots put away and all the boys and girls have a good stock to last them a while. And now it's booking out time, so I'm working through Nika's box. And then next door we have Hazel.
Morning.
You're because your colour is blue, but you match the Smurfs. Because they're the only ones free reigning at the minute. So you're all colour coordinated with them as well.
Just part of the service.
Yeah.
There's never a dog around when you need one.
No, they'll come as soon as you finish with the shavings. And then we have Smurfies at the hay hole. Prince is still enjoying his hay. And the sun has come out. So hopefully that might help thaw everything a little bit. But I'm not sure because I think it's meant to be highs of 2 today. So not sure whether taps will defrost today. But it's not meant to freeze Saturday. So hopefully everything will be working by Monday. Hey Annie. So Annie is still in with Hoyt. She seems happy enough. She's got hay balls. Even though Hoyt has taken over one, but there's one at the back. So they're happy. And there's Sneaky Knees and Hidda. So mucking out's all done and we're just prepping to go down the road and feed everyone down the road. So there's Jim in Arthur. And then all the stables are done. But obviously the free raners have had to come and poo in the fresh boxes. So I've let Annie out the round pen as I think she just wanted to go back to the hay hole because she knows she can have unlimited feed there. There's little Smurfy having a sunbathe. And then I'm just boiling some kettles just so we can pop some nice warm water in the boys and girls feeds so they're nice and warm for them. Okay, so now just loading up the feeds, and you always have to remember what food you leave where and if the free raners can get it. Because I had a sack of carrots on here and it's disappeared. Nanny was out here and she's dragged it off the back and tried to eat the carrots. Luckily, I think she got bored because obviously they're in a net. But yes, always have to remember what food they can nick. And now she's over there stealing hay out of the hay nets, which Jodie and Hazel are filling up. So just doing nets, and Jim is being a very helpful doggy, pulling all the hay from the bale. Get it, Jim. Oh, you're a very good dog.
Thank you. Can you feel it?
Yeah, that's the next step, Jim. You pull it from the bale, then you put it in the net.
Teamwork.
While he's doing that, Annie's doing the opposite of being helpful, and she's taking the hay out of the hay nets. And now that's all the hay nets filled. And now we're all ready to go down the road. We've got the doggies in the back, Jim in there with the feeds, and Hazel and Jodie. Okay, so breakfast time for the boys. There's Jodie driving in. There's Hannah's with his. And then we have the rainbow boy, Nero, in there. And then there's Iceman. And there's Freyday in his little section, otherwise he tries to steal everyone else's. And now time for the mass clear up of all the poo. Okay, so now the boys moved on to their treat balls, finished their breakfast. Now they're all on treat balls. Says Weirdo, Nero with his, Ice with his, there's Hans over there. Draw a treat ball, Han. Then there's Jodie and Hazel on poo picking duty. Here you go, sweetheart. And here's Weirdo, who's starting to monopolise all the treat balls. So far, he's managed to collect 2. You have to learn to share one day. Now Jodie's just giving Nero a little bit of a brush. And there's the mass clear up done, so it's looking a lot better than it did a little while ago. And the trailer's nice and full. And now it's Hazel's go to have a drive in Arthur.
Going forward, that's good.
And now we're going down to the girlies. And now it's feed time for the girls. So down with hers. And then we have Micah, Yo, Spesh, Mabel, Ren out here as well. And then we have Inna, who's guarded by Hazel, as she won't come out, so she has to have a security guard. And this is exactly why Inna needs a bodyguard, as we have the hangry hippo, otherwise known as Peppa Pig or Mabel, who has finished and wants to steal hers, but you're not allowed. So Inna is now getting hand-fed by Hazel. And now breakfast time is over and the girlies are coming over to their hay and having a snack. So we've got Micah and Dow here and they're very happy, aren't you? Who's behind me? Who have we got? Oh, we got Auntie Wren. Hello, sweetie. Hello. Oh, is it very tiring being a wren? Yeah, is it tiring being Auntie Wren? But Wren is really enjoying being back out in the field as she came down. When did you come back down with the girlies? Was it Christmas Eve? Day before Christmas Eve? And she's just looked really happy, staying down here with the girls the whole time. I know, is it nice to have sunshine? You can relax, have a nice sunbathe. Yes. Says Wren. Then Hazel is over there with Inna, giving her a bit of attention, brushing her mane and tail quite happily. And then if I zoom in, Jodie is over there emptying the boys' muck, and all the girls are now happy, enjoying the sunshine. Now they've been fed, everyone's having a nice snooze. Then over here, Yo-Yo and Mabel are having a nice snooze. And then, oh, Hazel's now moved on to Spesh. And Inna's over there. And now the girls are all happy. They've had their food and they've had some attention. So we'll leave them happily sunbathing. So we're now back up from feeding everyone down the road. And there's the sheepies. I'm not giving you any more food at the minute. Yeah, you can have a bit more later on. Nina's currently filling up some water containers to take down to the boys as their water is still frozen. So I've got 3 containers, and these are the only 2 taps which are working, which are on the back of the house. So we're having to cart water up to the yard from here like we did yesterday again. So take these 3 down to the boys and then come back up, fill them back up and take them up to the yard. There we go, there's water containers all ready to go down to the boys. I see you trying to steal the bucket off him. Hey, do you want the bucket? What are you boys doing, eh?
So Freya and I were just talking about the challenges of this lovely weather. So up until earlier today, Frey, what did you do yesterday to get water up to the top barn?
I have to take containers down to the back of the
laundry room in the house.
And fill them up there and then walk them up to like by the muck trailer. Then you put them in a wheelbarrow and then wheel them up to the yard.
Wheel them onto the yard and then load them up into Arthur. And take them down to the boys and girls, and also deal with any water up here. However, you were looking for extra containers, weren't you?
Yes.
And there was one in the workshop yesterday. What happened to that?
Well, I didn't have the lid, but then I filled it up, lifted it, and the handle came off.
So these containers are a few years old, and so the plastic.
They're old.
Yeah, so the plastic's got brittle.
Yeah.
So I might have to go out and get a couple of new containers then, because it's going to be freezing like this for a few days, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was hoping it was thawing.
No. After today. No.
Has it changed?
It's changed, I'm afraid.
Aww.
So what size are the containers?
Right.
Are they 20 litre?
20, 25?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And at the moment, all we have taps working outside is the one at the back of the cottage, which obviously can't be used from this afternoon because we have guests.
So it's only a really hot tap at the back of the laundry.
The
remaining tap.
And the taps out the back here of the linen laundry. And the taps out the back of the house, which is a cold and a hot tap, neither of those are working.
No, I can only find that one tap.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go get sorted.
Yeah.
So this is where the girls have to carry the water up, and I'm going to show you where we have to go from the back of the house. Needs a bit of a tidy up here. Apologies for the messiness. So we've gritted the stones, but as you can see, this is quite slippery, and it's hard work, isn't it, Hazel?
It's definitely hard work. Who needs aerobics when you've got green man?
You helping, Jim? God, dear me. Yeah, I'll get another couple.
It's dead.
It's broken and dead.
Yes. It died.
And you can see you have to walk through the little back garden area here, which is actually very steep. And the fence is falling over, but there we go. I propped it up in the summer with a bit of wood. But this is part of the shippen area, which we are going to be building this year. So from where that roof line is, all the way along here. And this is the back. It's got a sort of retaining wall in that area. And then the stable on the back. So fingers crossed this will be looking a lot tidier and neater later this year. So we walk along here. Now normally this little gate is shut when we have house rental guests in, because the back of the house here is where the laundry room is, and they can come out and wash boots, hang things up to dry, leave dogs out here. And as you can see just over that wall, that's where the hot tub is. And then the only taps at the moment that are working outside are these ones. So we've got a hot and a cold. Let's hope they don't freeze overnight. Otherwise, Freya and Jodie will be having to go into the back of the house, into the shower room, to collect the water.
So we're on another water run. So Hazel's just taken that one up to the wheelbarrow. I'm just about to take this one up. And I think this is run either 3 or 4. We can do about 5 or 6 in a day, because the boys need about 2 runs to keep them all nice and topped up. And obviously we just need water up at the yard for everyone else, and to make feeds and things. So hopefully not too many more to do. That's the green tank practically all filled up. And over here we have Nikki News and Hida. So Hazel's giving Hida a good pamper, as he's going to be going into the friendship barn tomorrow. Unfortunately, he can't have a bath, as Bessie's barn's frozen, the tap at the tie-ups is frozen, so we can't give him a bath. And plus, it's really cold, so it's only about 0-1 degrees, so it's practically just freezing. So he's just having a very good groom, so we're just making him as clean as possible, ready for his pamper session tomorrow. Okay, so I've just prepped the feeds for tonight and tomorrow for the ones up at the yard, and their teas are soaking. Haven't soaked the breakfast or the ones out in the field, as they can get a little bit frozen, as it is colder over the past couple of nights. So I'm just going to leave them, and then I will hydrate them with hot water tomorrow. And they also soak quicker in hot water, and they can have nice hot feeds. So that is the plan. So they're all nice and prepped. I just need to add apple and carrot garnishes to them now. Okay, so I've parked Arthur down by stable stays to make it a little bit easier to get water, because this trip is going to go down to the boys. And there's Hazel starting to fill up the cans again, so hopefully this will be the last water trip we have to do today. So I'm back down with the boys and just pop some more water in there for them, and now I'm just about to do a bit of poo picking just to try and reduce the amount for tomorrow morning. But there's Nero still enjoying playing with the treat balls. I turn my back for 1 second. Do you want a job? Do you want to be chief poo picker out here? We can show you how to poo pick. Yeah? Should this be your new job? You have to keep that bit on the floor, otherwise it doesn't really work. Then you scoop with that one. No, wrong end. Wrong end, right. Can I have it, please? Can I have it, please? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you got a bit of learning to do how to poo pick, don't you? But I think you just want to destroy things. Here's Nero saying bye-bye, as the boys are all sorted for today. So they've got enough water, they've got their bail, so they're all happy. Oh, and look, someone's just pooed as I've just finished poo picking. There's Nero trying to find any last treats in the treat balls. He's a bit more aggressive with the treat balls. He likes to kick them, as most of the other boys, they just nose them, but he likes to take it a step further, don't you? I'm just trying to grit the yard, and I have little Smurfy, who is desperately trying to help, or he thinks he can eat it. Sweetheart, it's grit. You don't want to eat it. but it's getting the yard all gritted as it's freezing again tonight. See, it's very salty. You shouldn't eat it. Okay, so sorry, slight gap in the videoing. I was just getting everything done. And now it's the end of the day. We've got a nice sunset over there. And now everyone's ready for bed and we've re-gritted. So there's Hoytsy, he's got his little friend in with him. There's Twixie, Nikki News, and Prince is in the hay hole. Nanny and Hidda are off wandering somewhere.